thought I'll fire up my old truck here. See if I can figure out how to rig this up. If you're new to the channel, I got a manual glow plug system hooked up there. Just a switch. Works 10 times better than the relay. Good runner, but she's starting to rust. The frame isn't. The frame is in good shape. That's just mud on there. Need some TLC, some tires, brakes, steering, and should be good to go. Well guys, do an update on my Ford. She's running great still. I hope it does, but it should. I'm gonna head out to the farm right now and maybe try to do some videos. I don't know, it's kind of cold out. The wind's from the south and it's blowing and it's really, really cold. And I hate filming when it's cold, but I don't know, there's nothing really to film. Anyway, it got kind of dirty because everything's melting here. I'm gonna show you here. There's quite a few room here, but I can't get out the driver's side there, so I have to go out the passenger side, and then I have to fold my mirror in order to get it in. So I'm gonna have to, somebody said to back it in, because then the driver's side would be over here. But my problem is it's hard to see for these seats, to see if you're actually gonna hit, you know, because this is narrow. This is barely fitting in here right now, and I can't take anything more out because there's a furnace there. So there's a problem that I'm running into. Well, at least I can get it in, you know. That's why we took this thing out. I wish it wouldn't pick up so big. This thing is 10 times bigger than my Avalanche and rides 10 times better and has 10 times more power. I don't know about the torque though. The gear ratio on this thing is a little different, so I don't think it would have as much torque because these Coyote engines seem like they don't have as much torque, but they have more horsepower. I don't know how that makes sense, but anyway, this thing is getting 20 miles per gallon. It does really, really good. I'm very impressed for a big V8. It's just, I mean, the steering is tight. It's electric steering, you know. You go down the road at 70, it doesn't wander. It just stays straight when you let go of the wheel. I just never had a pickup with that many miles. 183,000. Works like brand new. And shimmy my big fat butt over here. Ugh. Yeah, there's my uncle that died. Good guy, I miss him. Wish we got a lawn. We didn't get a lawn too good, but today's been a month ago he died now. My grandpa's taking it pretty hard. That's his son. You know, you should never lose a son. You know, before the parents. Anyway, open the door first because it smelled up in here. Alright, here we go. Hey. Fires up, no problem. I gotta open it up here. Yeah, that makes a little steel on you. I guess I don't have to drive in all the way, but see, it's really, really tight. I didn't film anything at the farm, so I'm just heading back to town. I gotta go to work. I work on Sunday sometimes, and yeah, truck's been running good. Just busy a lot. Got some videos coming up here pretty soon. Gonna get the old Massey 760 combine out, and I don't know if we'll start it this year, but we're gonna do a video of starting it sometime, and hopefully we can get these videos out. It'll be this summer sometime, so stay tuned. Well, let's do a little update on this truck here. I want to talk about the pros of the Ford F-150 and the con. Now, there's not very many cons on this truck, but let's talk about the good stuff first. The good thing about this truck is it gets barely good, decent mileage for gas. The best I've gotten so far is 20 miles per gallon, which is very impressive for a big, huge truck that I can't even get in the shot of the camera. Second of all, it's got a good, powerful engine and good transmission. I love the 6-speed transmission in this thing. It is solid and it shifts like butter. Also, I love the fact that these tires on here, they're noisy, but they have good grip and they go through snow without having to use four-wheel drive. I haven't used four-wheel drive very much this year in this truck, and we haven't got much snow. It's actually been in the 50s here and it's been decent. This truck actually started really good compared to any other F-150 I've ever owned. When it got down to below 40, below zero, it started up no matter what. But the other F-150s I had would always be dead. I don't know why. The cons on this truck is every Ford, as you can see, rests out on the body on the cab corners. I hate that when it happens. Like Chevys, they always rest out around here. Another con on this truck that I don't like is it's too darn big. You're in the driver's seat, you know, driving, and you want to park, you can't see. All you see is a hood. You can't see how far you are over here, and you can't see when you're backing up with the seats like that. They're a little bit tough to look at the seats and see how far you are from there. See, I recommend getting a backup camera or some kind of camera system on here so you can navigate when you're parking. Other than that, I don't have very many complaints on this truck at all. For the fact of it having 183, almost 184,000 miles, and it's 6 years old, so 2014, it has no squeaks in the cab, no rattles. It is solid driving. It goes straight down the road and it runs beautiful. Ford has come a long ways from making trucks. Since I got the F-150, the first one was a 2004 with a 5.43 valve. The most worst engine was ever made, and that's the one I got. I didn't have any problems with the cam phasers. I had problems with other things like the battery draining and just annoying things. And then I had a 2007 F-150 FX4 crew cab, and it just seemed the right size. This is bigger doors than that one, and it just seemed like a good truck, but it had the 5.43 valve, and that battery went dead on that too, and it just had no power. The 5-liter Coyote, what's in this thing, V8, has plenty of power, 10 times better than the 5.43 valve Triton. However, it doesn't have the torque that it should have if you want to tow something, because you'd have to lock out the gears and have it through 3rd or 4th gear, because it'll be hunting gears. Another complaint that people have complained about this vehicle is, this Ford, is 6th and 5th. It's popping in and out of gears. It doesn't pull good enough against the wind up a hill. That is true, but that's just the way it's geared. Gear ratio in the back of the rear differential. They all have different pet peeves. I have 0 complaints on this vehicle. I am so happy with it so far, and I hope I continue to be happy. I don't really care about it rusting. It can be fixed. I can fix that stuff, you know. It's going to take a lot of work, but with it being with that many miles and stuff, it's did pretty good. It's a solid vehicle. I'll go inside here. The only bad thing is Ford always puts manual headlights in these standard trucks, which can be automatic. This is an STX, so it's a little different. It's kind of weird that the STX has fancy stuff options than the XLT would, and the XLT has stuff that you wouldn't think it would have. This one does not have power seats, which I rather have that, because if more stuff to go wrong as it gets older. There's no rattles here. The window switches, everything works perfect. So, like I said, it is well designed. This, you can put this down if you want, and see when you back up, you can't see with them seats, and it's hard to see when you're backing up. Now, like I said, it's a big truck, and people are wondering, well, why did you buy a huge truck, you know? Well, I have used this a lot since I got in September. I helped move somebody back. I use this out in the farm, because we farm, you know, and you can't take that 2008 Honda Accord that I have out in the field. So it'd be best just to get one vehicle and take that out when you need to, because the brown Ford pickup is gonna need some brake work. So it'd be nice just to have a gas pickup, hop in it and go. And no, I'm not gonna wreck this truck or do like the brown Ford, go about 50 chasing cattle or anything. I'm not gonna do anything like that, anything crazy. It's gonna be my work truck and play truck, if you want to call it. So, and also another thing, I had a few people ask me, why didn't you go up for one step to the 2015 new body style F-150? There's a reason why I don't do that anymore. If you look, people will buy the first style will come out. They redesign the engine, they do this, they do that. Then you're gonna have trouble. Also, it's just out of my price limit. I budget. I don't want to spend all money on a truck. I'd rather spend money on a house to live in than a truck. And I got this one as a good bargain, good deal. And it's cheap here for us here. I mean, I'm sure I could got it cheaper elsewhere, maybe in the States, United States somewhere, but I don't want to go out of town to get something. I buy it locally from our dealers here and do business locally. But like I said, I paid $10,000 for this thing, and I'm lowered down to $9,000, so I don't owe very much on it, and I got a good, nice, solid truck for that. 180,000 when I got it. It's got 184,000. I drive it pretty much every day. Today I think I'm gonna cold start the Avalanche and do a video for you guys and get that out and drive it today and not drive this one, because I haven't started my Avalanche for about 2 to 3 weeks. I think it was something like that, and it should be ran so the battery don't run down and stuff. But however, the conclusion of this truck, I would say this thing would be 10 times better than that Avalanche for solid reliability. The Avalanche does pretty darn good though too. That one goes through the snow pretty good, and this does too. So I haven't had any complaints. Like the 2004 F-150 didn't go through snow very good. It just seemed kind of wimpy. This one goes through snow like no problem. It could be because of the tires. Could be the weight. It is a little heavier than my Avalanche, and it's longer and bigger. So it has it good and bad. I thought I probably should start my Avalanche. It hasn't been started for a week or more. And it's been in the 40s and 30s, but let's see, what is it? 31 degrees. Looks a little weak. Let's see here. Little grumpy. Oh yeah, burning oil. I don't know if you can see it. Blue smoke. Oh yeah, she burned a little oil, wasn't she? Could be the valve seals. It's hard to tell. I thought I should go out and run it. You know, she's really charging her. You know, stuff sits forever and then it has issues. Well, there you go. Kind of an old start, cold start. It says 29 degrees and dropping. It looks kind of... It's hard to see it for some reason. There you go. Alright. Well, there you go, guys. I hope you enjoy some of this video till I can get more videos out to you. Hope you enjoyed this and the rant of my F-150 and old start, cold start of my Avalanche.